What's up, everybody? Jason here with some Star Wars Jabba Jabber. Welcome back to Star Wars Jabba Jabber. This week I'm going to do a spoiler, kind of a spoiler thing for last week's premiere of Andor. I tried to keep the spoilers to a minimum, but with episode 4 out this week and it being a week since the premiere, I thought I'd dive a little bit deeper into some of the things that I thought were interesting and cool in spoiler fashion in this week's episode. That being said, if you still haven't watched the first 3 episodes of Andor and spoilers aren't your thing, head over to Disney Plus and check it out. If you've already seen them and or spoilers don't matter to you, you've been warned. I'm going to dive into this video. As I said in my review, I think this was a really strong start to the Andor series. I like that things are a little bit more drawn out. I like that there was some action in episode 1. Episode 2 was more about building tension and setting the stage for what's to come in episode 3. And episode 3 is where all the action happens. And I have a feeling that's kind of how things are going to go moving forward, especially with season 2. Being set over the course of 4 years instead of 1 like this season, with each year being broken up into 3 episode arcs. I have this feeling that it's going to be whatever major event happened in Cassian's life in that particular year happening in those 3 episodes. And that's going to be pretty cool. But I like the way things are going now. I like that it's taking its time. It's doing more to build the characters and build the world and kind of really set the stage for where we're at in this part of the Star Wars timeline. I really, really like that. B2 Emo is one of my favorite new favorite droids. He's so interesting. He's so weird looking. He looks like a copying machine with wheels. And just the fact that he's got the little rotating panels in his chest is so cool. And his voice is just, anything he says sounds hilarious. And just the fact that he's unknowingly snarky, he's just trying to be helpful. But he's kind of a little bit sassy, which I like that. Bix is an interesting character too, just because she's definitely sort of been a perfect foil for Cassian in these last 3 episodes, and has done everything to help him out. The one thing I will say, and this might be a bit controversial in regards to Bix, is that I'm thinking that Tim got what he deserved. Bix's boyfriend Tim. I think I think turning Cassian over to the Empire was a dick move, and just the fact that he didn't deserve to die, but I mean he brought it on himself. He called the Empire. Well, he called the Premor. He called the Premor security team on him, and those guys, they seem like. That's one thing I think is interesting too, is the fact that the Empire uses private security groups to police. It's a way of, so they don't have to stretch themselves so thin, even though the Empire has the numbers, they're trying not to, the Empire, the stormtroopers are for intimidation. And so, but if they're overused, and that's kind of what we see towards the end, what we see kind of in the original trilogy, is that they start using them for everything, and that's why they lose their power. That's why they lose their intimidation. The method of intimidation the intimidation that they bring. But using these private security firms to kind of police the galaxy in places that the Empire doesn't exactly want to have a strong foothold. But we see through the character of Karn and can't think of the other name right now. Through the character of Karn, we see, overly ambitious. They overstep their bounds. They get themselves in so deep, and they cause these problems, as they did on Frex. And that was a really cool sequence. The rising up of the people of Frex. The beating on the chimes, that was pretty cool. And Cassian's mother, Marva, being the one who took him in as a child, took him from his home planet, as we saw in the flashbacks throughout those 3 episodes. I'm kind of glad that the flashbacks are gone, at least for now. I wonder if they'll bring those if they'll bring flashbacks to when he was a kid back into the series, but just the fact that we're not dealing with the flashbacks to me, it just, I don't know. It felt like, even though it was really neat, it was really cool to see how Cassian got into all this as a kid, Casa, as he was known. I feel like it didn't do much to move the story along, but just the fact that we're getting rid of it now, really things have, things will definitely start pacing up, I can tell. But overall, I really liked those episodes. They were really good. As a whole, I think they're meant to be viewed as one solid, 2.5 hour movie. As I gave, this is just a spoiler talk video. Kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen really is, I'm hoping, interestingly enough, this show takes place at the same time that Rebels took place, 5 years before A New Hope. So I'm wondering how much intersection we're going to have in this series. Mon Mothma is a huge part of this series. I'm just kind of curious to see, and I want to see moving forward, what that's going to do. If certain Rebels characters are going to pop in and out, references to Rebels are going to pop in and out. I mean, certainly we've got Saw Gerrera coming, so we know that's going to happen at some point. But I'm just kind of wondering, I'm just kind of curious how much is going to intersect. And that's, of course, I'm going to talk more about some stuff that makes me believe that in my review for episode 4. So watch out for that. But that's just really kind of some brief spoiler talk that I wanted to get into that I really didn't get into last time in my Andor review. And I want to do that just because moving forward, I am going to be talking spoilers in my reviews. I'm going to be talking as many spoilers. I'm probably going to be talking a lot of spoilers. So I just wanted to get all that spoiler talk out of the way for episodes 1, 2, and 3. And now I'm going to move into spoilers from episode 4 and beyond. So get ready for that coming up. Let me know what you thought of some of the detail, in detail, of the first 3 episodes of Andor. What you liked, what you didn't like, that sort of thing. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell to get updates on all my future videos. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Also, I have a Twitter. It's call me Jay Sumner on Twitter, and you can follow me there and just at me or chat with me, retweet me, whatever. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And until next time, may the Force be with you. Bye.